Today I'll be cooking red kidney beans, and this was packaged in Barbados, and the brand is Country Farm. It doesn't matter the brand that you buy, all red beans come from the same pod, the same plant. It doesn't matter what brand you buy. I usually go for the one that's cheapest. And there is currently an increase in price on beans, and I think it's because a lot of us are going vegan, so the companies are now increasing the prices for the peas and beans. At least that's what I think. So that's gonna go in my red kidney bean stew. This is very high, the red kidney beans are very high in protein, and I'm using half of this garlic in it. And I'm going to put, usually I will soak this overnight, but because I forgot to do that last night, I'm going to put this in a pressure cooker and I'm going to cook it tender, very, very tender, because I want it to make a nice stew. And I'll show you guys how it comes out when it's done. I'm going to have beans, those beans with a yam. Let's talk about this yam. It's a staple of the Caribbean and parts of Africa. And this one, it's white on the inside. Let's see if we could cut it and show you. Yeah. It's white on the inside. Let's see if you see that. It cooks up very soft. So I'm gonna cook it soft, and I'm gonna cream it like when I'm doing mashed potatoes. And then I'm going to just chew the beans and use it as a sauce over it. Delicious. And a salad at the side. I might do a salad at the side, I'm not sure yet. Well, I might do a stir fry at the side. So we're going to cook this, the kidney beans, with half of this garlic in a pressure cooker to get it cooked up nice and soft. And that might take probably like 30 to 45 minutes. And the yam, I already cut it so you could see it's white on the inside. This is going to cook up soft as well with a little bit of pink Himalayan salt to taste. And I'm going to mash that with some mellow cream butter. Some mellow cream butter to give it a nice flavor. So I'm going to have cream yams and stewed kidney beans and some stir-fried vegetables. And that will be today's lunch. I'm not cooking all of this. I'm probably going to do half of it because I like my food very garlicky, and I prefer to use fresh garlic in opposed to powdered garlic. So we're going to do half of that garlic, take all the shells off. If you guys have a creative way of taking shells off of garlic without making a mess like this, please share. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to use a knife and press it flat. That would allow the shell, oopsie, that would allow the shell to come off nicely. That didn't, okay. Okay, and that would allow the shell to come off nicely. See, you just peel the head off. Guys, vegan food is not difficult. Same as how you cook your regular food, but just without the meat. And how many of you guys clean as you go, or do you make a mess first and then clean all at once? Sometimes I clean as I go, and sometimes I make a mess and then I clean all at once. It depends on my mood that day. So we're gonna and be sure to always clean up after yourself. Sanitization is very important when you're cooking. So this is all okay. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pretty sure I could probably add one more to that, because I'm going to do the whole pack of peas, of kidney beans, because I'm cooking for 2 people today. So I What I'm gonna do the whole pack, and then I'm gonna use half and then put the other half for the next day into the fridge. Oh, when you're cooking kidney beans, there's some secrets. Some people have a problem with gas when you eat beans, and I have a trick for those of you who suffer with gas when you eat beans. It's called hing powder, and you just need a little pinch of it, and you add it to the pot when you're cooking. Because I will be pressuring these beans today, I'm going to add it to the water before I cover the pot. But what I find when I use this regularly, but what I find when I use this is that I do not get bloated. But oh my gosh, like a couple days afterwards, everything that was supposed to be bloated in my stomach comes out through the other end. So, but it works. I like it, and it contains wheat flour, gum arabic, stabilizer, and okay, you guys could probably pronounce that asafoetida. I think that's the main ingredient in there. If your stomach does not digest beans properly, you need to have hing powder as a part of your cupboard staple. So we're going to wash the beans, and then we're going to put the garlic in. And be sure to pick through your beans, because sometimes you see a little rocks in there. And I like this brand because I think they do a very good job at producing rock-free peas and beans. Look what I found in my package of red kidney beans. Do you guys think this black eyed peas should be in a package of red kidney beans? No, but I'm going to tell you why I'm glad that it's in there. Black eyed peas also add their own nutrients and flavor. I don't think there's a problem if there's one in there. I don't think so. But some people are very particular about their food, and that would be a problem for some people, but it's not for me. Not a problem for me. So be sure to wash the peas and beans very thoroughly, because you don't know where these peas came from, what they passed through, and it's wise to give them a good wash until the water is nice and clean. Let it soak for a few minutes there to release whatever might be on them, attached to them. And meanwhile, we'll clean this all. Look at all these garlic shells. Look at all this garlic. Look at that. Do not throw this in the trash. So if you have a garden outside, you put your garlic shavings into your garden. As for these, I'm going to cut them in. Just give them a little slice. You don't have to do them fine. Just roughly chopped. This is a granite countertop, so I can use it to, I keep it very clean, because sometimes I chop stuff on there without damaging the countertop. If you have a cutting board, better still. But look at this big garlic. Okay, so I'm going to finish washing up our red kidney beans. I use a strainer. This is my trusty strainer. And then how many of you cook and sing? Or are you quiet cooks? You have to do something to occupy your brain, especially if you're a multitasker. Along with this is, remember I told you about the hing powder. I'm gonna do one with that. Guys, see. Oh well. Is our pot with garlic, red kidney beans, and a dash of hing, a dash plus of hing. I do not add salt to my peas because I think it takes longer to cook when I add salt, so I'm just going to add the salt after it's finished cooking. I add that amount of water. This is our pressure cooker, old fashioned pressure cooker. Now we have new version of this pressure cooker. There's the Instapot, there's the electric pressure cooker. They have upgraded these old pressure cookers because granted these pressure cookers are very loud. Remember we went outside and we got our fresh garden herbs. I'm gonna pick all of these blighted ones off because I don't need them. And this is gonna go in our stewed kidney beans. Okay. We are going to get started on the stewed red kidney beans. We have a tablespoon of oil, palm oil again. Use any oil you have. Olive oil is best. Avocado oil is better. But you can't put too much heat on avocado oil. So olive oil is best. Then to this one, we are going to... Another thing that you guys should avoid is ketchup. It's best to use tomato paste. Because, why is that? It only contains tomatoes. To our tablespoon of palm oil. 1 heaping, and this is very concentrated, 1 heaping tablespoon of tomato paste. And remember our curry mix, my special blend of jeera, curry powder, gram masala, and paprika. I'm going to add half of a tablespoon to the oil. And then we're going to add a tablespoon of coconut milk. Diluted in water. So you can add enough water. I would say about 4 tablespoons of water to 1 tablespoon of coconut milk. And then we're going to pour that in there. stir that up. The idea is to melt down the tomato paste. And curry and coconut milk always goes excellent together. To that we're going to add a tablespoon of Aunt May's seasoning. If you could grind your own, sorry Aunt May, but if you can grind your own seasoning, better still. At least you'll know what's in it. But I think Aunt May would not put anything chemical in her seasoning. Will you, Aunt May? Will you? I hope not. Because I'm trusting you with my food and my diet. To make sure I eat all plant-based. This is a nice creamy consistency. And to this, I'll be adding liquid aminos. Try not to buy the soya sauce you see at the stores. They contain too much chemicals, 2 dashes, and you dash of that. And let your ancestors' hands guide you. So to this, we're going to add half of the peas that we cooked. Remember we cooked up all that red beans earlier? Red kidney beans? We're going to add that to that. Oh, you guys see that? Oh, you guys see that? Wow. Remember the sweet basil we picked in the backyard? We're going to put all the whole sprig in there. I picked off all the... I picked off all the blighted ones. Yeah, I'm going to put all of that in there. And the leftover chives. I'm going to add that to that. We're going to stir that in. I'm going to add water to this because I want this to be running, so that when it pours over my yams, it is a delicious sauce with excellent consistency. To this, we're also going to add three sprigs of parsley. If you have cilantro, you should add cilantro to this as well. If you have high blood pressure, high cholesterol, you should add more than 3 sprigs of parsley. Parsley helps to detox your liver, and it helps to flush toxins from your kidneys. If you have cilantro, that thing gets into every part of your body and remove all the toxins in your body. Or if you can get it dry, by all means. Add half a cup of water to this, while it's still a little bit warm and bubbly. Look at that, guys. It's like a nice hearty soup. You could add dumplings to that if you want to, but I'm not gonna need dumplings today. Dumplings add extra kick to it, but I'm not gonna add dumplings today because I do not want to need any flour. I do not want to put my hands in flour today. Oh, I had these pigeon peas left over from 2 days ago. I'm just gonna add it today. Add it to that. The white stuff on this coconut milk. I cook everything in coconut milk. So this is a nice, let me taste it, make sure it's salty. Enough? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 To this I'm also gonna add some paprika, and I'm gonna enhance the flavor, so add like half of a tablespoon. Paprika, did anybody and half of this, look, quarter of the Italian seasoning. Does anybody know what paprika is made from? I'm gonna tell you. It's made from something similar to sweet peppers. So that's why it has like a nice flavor to it. And if you get it smoked, oh, that's even better. It tastes even better in this pea stew. Now guys, this is all good and dandy. I'm gonna give this a few minutes No, we're not using that in there. We're going to use the 1 spoon in this pot. We're going to let that boil for a few minutes to infuse the flavors, and then we'll come back and see what we can do with portioning